Okay, back again, Animoji Gaming. So this time I tried to play the Need for Speed Rivals, with still on my stage of the Xbox 360 Fat. So basically, the line of the video is for some reason is also pretty similar, like the previous two games that I already created the emoji. So it was around 26 minutes. This is actually longer than the Need for Speed Most Wanted 2012 and also Kinect Adventures. So for some reason I need to install first, and I eventually skip it, or I just don't know, don't get it. So basically this game was actually already developed by Ghost, which is the same exact developer which released modern Need for Speed, such as the Need for Speed 2015 until Need for Speed Heat. Perhaps I'm not sure about the Unbound. But for some reason, during this time, before they tried to release the trilogy Need for Speed on the PlayStation 4, they still not include any personal modification into the car, so it's just basically the same like the Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. I don't even know what is basically
we push the limits in the most powerful
what
cars.
makes difference with the Need for Speed Hot Pursuit rather than the cars,
where we want,
or even
when we want.
I just don't know, maybe the user interface of the game,
You may call
because
us
it just feels very similar. And I just don't get it why they also try to remaster the Hot Pursuit on a certain console, including the one that I was playing on the Nintendo Switch. So I'm not sure whether the rifles will be remastered or not, because yeah, it feels pretty weird.
15 minutes you'll never have.
Because yeah, this game is just full of supercars. That's the reason why it obviously didn't have made personal modification, but I just actually prefer to use normal cars instead of this.
You are my rival.
Maybe because they try to support the Need for Speed movie, which is basically very different than what makes Need for Speed popular, even with the many early Need for Speed games before the Underground is also pretty much like this. But yeah, sadly they not trying to create some sort of street racing movie. Maybe they just don't want to follow the Fast and Furious franchise, which already become a weird movie as well. So I'm not sure whether I will get interrupted or
Welcome
not,
to
but
Need for Speed Rivals.
there's still one
Before
more
we let you
video
loose in Redview
that I
County,
need
we need to
to
take you through the
do.
basics.
Beside
Select
there
Copper Racer
also
to begin your training.
the unboxings that I haven't been done, but since it should be not very long, so decided to concentrate on this game first,
They can be
because
found all
there's still
across
so
Redview
many
County,
games that
and they're
I
the
need
only
to
place you'll
create
be safe from the cops.
emoji
Here
for
you'll be
some
able to
reason.
access everything you need to take the fight to your rivals.
So, if you heard
This
the
is your speed
voice
list,
of the
the core
instruction,
of your rivalry.
it's
Here you will
just
be able to
pretty
choose
much
from a constantly
similar
changing set of
like any
objectives that
other
suit your
Need
driving
for
style.
Speed
You're only just getting started,
non-personalization
so for now
cars
choice is limited.
games.
Once you
So
complete your
yeah, it's
training,
just
you'll be able
look
to
like a
choose from multiple speed
text-to-speech,
lists and shape your own destiny.
which I already tried to mention before.
Your hideout is your garage and tuning shop all in one.
Even
You
there,
can
I
choose your
actually
car,
tried
pursuit
to
tech,
do it
personalization
again,
options, and
because
performance
yeah, it
upgrades.
was a
Take a look
remaster
around,
game, so
and when you're ready,
some of the
hit the
assets
road.
obviously tried
This
to
is
be
where your cars are
reused.
kept. New cars will become available as you complete speed lists, and your rank increases. You can then use your speed
So
points
the
to buy
the
cars.
first cars that we can actually use is not as fast as the Need for Speed Most Wanted 2012. So this is more likely more appropriate early starter sports car, which is the Cayman. But Cayman is basically definitely
You have 2
faster
pursuit
than
tech slots
any
available.
kind of
When you've earned
JDM
enough speed
cars
points,
classic
select a slot
that
to buy and
have
equip pursuit tech for each of your vehicles.
very cool modification. Because yeah, it's equipped with flat 6, I guess, or flat 4 cylinder, I'm not sure.
This is where you make your car your own.
But this one
Personalize your
is the
vehicle in
Cayman
many different
S
ways.
as well, so
Paint,
it's basically a
rims,
faster
liveries,
version of the
decals,
regular Cayman.
wraps, and license plates. The choice is yours.
So it is definitely the
Once
modern
you start
version
earning speed
of
points, you can buy
the
upgrades to improve your
Cayman
vehicle
from the
performance.
Blacklist and Baron. But yeah, sadly we cannot modify it to look like those iconic cars that have flames female on it.
This is your map of Redview County.
So you
Here
just
you'll
don't
be able to
get
see other
why I
drivers,
just trying
the
to
events that
check
are
one
open,
by
and also
one.
choose your start location. For
I
now,
never
we'll
really
start just
play this
outside.
game anymore because yeah, I don't really like it at the moment. I feel the games. But thankfully, this game was not really need to waste so many storage on my Xbox, so I just inserting the disc into the Xbox, and then you just can immediately play it. So yeah, that's what I really like about old generation console. So you don't actually need to save the store, and then when you're already quite bored with the game, you need to delete it from the storage, which is basically okay, but for some reason it's definitely reduced the lifespan of your storage drive. So yeah, that's the reason why I don't really like that kind of behavior. Unless I really need more space into the storage. So this was basically not an open world games, I guess, but yeah, for some reason the map is
You're all set
basically
to free
pretty
drive.
big.
On the right of your screen, you'll see the speed list you chose earlier. Complete the objectives in the speed list to complete your training. You can set a route to any destination by pulling up the map or using Easy Drive in the top left of your screen. Let's go.
Actually, it is still an open world, but it's just getting weird because on the open world there's basically anything that you can do, I guess. Except race or pursuit or any kind of head-to-head. So obviously any kind of cars need to be changed on the
To start a
garage.
race, simply pull up at the start location and press
So
the button.
maybe this is
You can
actually
start an
what
event at
makes
any
it
time,
different
even
than
when you're being
the Hot
chased by the
Pursuit,
cops.
because Hot
Just make sure to
Pursuit,
drive slow
if
enough
I'm not
to not black by
mistaken,
it.
there's
You can
no
also
open
start
world
head-to-head
features
races at any
inside
time
it.
by getting close
So
to
you
another driver
just
and
basically
pressing
try
the
to
same
play
button.
all the time from the menu directly. Even on the full version when I was playing those on the PC, because in Nintendo Switch is also the same for the remaster. That's the reason why many Need for Speed fans is a little bit like to play those games, because it's just pretty simple for them, especially when they try to play online. So it's just really pure skill, perhaps, I'm not sure, because I'm also not sure whether there is cross-platform online games games for those Need for Speed Hot Pursuit Master or not. And I definitely already drained so many of my batteries, so it most likely already below 80%, so I definitely need to turn on the long core mode once this phone is already charged of 80%. So for some reason, unlike the Need for Speed Most Wanted 2012, the previous footage that most likely I already tried to create.
You completed your first objective.
So
Every objective earns you
this
speed points and
time,
increases your multiplier at the
most
top of
of
the
the
screen. It also
opponents
raises your heat
are
level. The higher your
using
heat
the
level,
same
the harder the
cars
cops will
like
try and
we are
chase you down.
trying
The cops have found you. Time to get out
to
of here.
use.
Cops will chase you down and try to bust you any way they can. If you get busted, you will lose your
It's
speed points
more
and your
basically
multiplier.
realistic
To outrun
than
the
Most
cops,
Wanted,
drive
but
fast and use the mini-map at
it's
the bottom left
still
of your
not
screen to avoid them and escape.
really engaging because it's more like even the test drive climbing, it seems to be more engaging than this, even though it should be just a test drive games. Test driving the cars. So let me just try to complete the features, the tutorials, and then try to play as cops as well for the tutorials. So yeah, that's the reason why it should be not taking very long.
You are about to lose the cops. The
For
escape bar
some
at the bottom of the
reason, I
screen
just
shows your
don't get it
progress.
why the
If the
damage
cop
is
catches up
only
to you
seen
during this time, the
on
pursuit
the
will resume.
cinematic, and it just immediately restored the game. Just don't get it.
Suspect just hit vehicle.
Already feel pretty sleepy because basically I already create more than 50 minutes of Animoji. That's the reason why I usually only try to create for around, because the last time the biggest length that I tried to create is for around 1 hour 9 minutes for the Cyberpunk 2077, and this is actually already
When you're
longer,
free
even
driving,
though
you can race anyone in Redview
it's
County.
not
Pull up
actually
behind them or
combined
wait for them to
into the
challenge you.
same
Then press the
video,
button to
but
start the race.
still doing it continuously is definitely exhausting. We're just halfway of this video, and yeah, there is also sounds which I'm not sure whether how can I mute the audio in order to prevent any copyright. So I'm not sure whether I used to stream this Need for Speed or not into the Twitch directly, because yeah, I don't really, at the moment that I need to play this game, I obviously need to insert the this again, or changing the current list that was currently inserted into the Xbox 360 slave, which is a little bit annoying, but yeah, that's what makes it convenient at the same time, because you don't have to waste a lot of storage on your drive for the games that you don't really want to play all along, one that was saved in the internal drive, the 120 GB Xbox 360 Jasper Fat Black Edition Elite is basically most likely an open world game such as the original Saints Row, which I really like because I already completed those games once. And yeah, it's basically try to explain the previous events before the Saints Row 2, obviously. And yeah, it's pretty interesting because I used to play that on cinema, which is no longer available. And yeah, I only tried to play the first early mission because I cannot save the progress, obviously, and it's just too expensive to play Xbox 360 on run of the cinema. That's the reason why when I first tried to play this
Time to head back to
on
the
the
hideout
Xbox
and bank
360,
the
I'm very excited
or
because
easy drive
that's
in the
the
top
only
left of the
game
screen
that I
to set a route directly to
basically
the nearest
want
hideout,
to
repair shop, any event,
play
or
when
other
I
players.
tried to buy Xbox 360 because previously I used to own PlayStation 3 Slim just to play the Grand Theft Auto 5. That's the reason why. Xbox 360 is just exclusively for Saints Row, which is only released on this console, sadly. And yeah, I also tried to play the first Red Dead Redemption, but it is not
Welcome to the Redview County
as
Police
good,
Department. This is one of
even
many
though it's
RCPD
basically
mobile command
developed
posts
by
spread
Rockstar
throughout
game,
the
but I
county.
don't really like
It's
an
also where you'll start your training.
open world games where you can only use horses to travel
This
around
is your
the
assignment
map,
for today.
which is
When you
pretty
have completed
annoying
your training, you will be able to
because
choose
it
from a
makes the
constantly
game
changing set of
longer to be
assignments
completed.
that add different pursuit vehicles to your command post. Inside your command post, you can choose your car, pursuit tech, and personalize your license plate. Choose your unit,
So the
and
first
let's go out
car
on patrol.
is basically cooler than
This is your RCPD
as a
map of
racer.
Redview County. Here you'll be able to see other cops, track
This
racers,
is
and see
basically
the
one
events
of
that
my
are open.
favorite cars,
It
the
is also where you choose
C63
the start
AMG
location for your
Coupe
patrol. When
Black
you've completed your
Edition,
training, you'll be able to deploy
which
to
is
any
the
command post.
code name W204, because
Each pursuit vehicle comes in
because
3
this
different
is basically
variations:
the last
patrol,
Mercedes-Benz that
enforcer,
used
and
naturally
undercover,
aspirated
each with their own
V8
style. The vehicle you
turbo
earn depends on the type of
6.2
assignment you
liters,
complete.
which is basically like muscle cars of the Germany. That's the reason why. Maybe I was like this car because it's one of the first YouTubers cars, certain YouTubers cars that are pretty rich because he owns supercars rental. Even though in Indonesia this car was pretty expensive because any kind of rare cars are just getting so expensive. Maybe there are so many rich collectors that
As a member of the
never want to
RCPD,
sell
you can
this
spend
car,
speed
or
points on new pursuit
the
tech and
cars were
upgrades.
just so rare because it's hard to get in here. So they just
Personalize your
need to
license plate to
import
send a
it
message to your rivals.
directly. So we can only, even for the standard version of the cars, it's already pretty expensive. Not sure whether I will get a little bit interruption or not.
You're ready for your first patrol. Displayed on the right is your assignment for today.
If not, then I
Complete the
think this
objectives in the assignment to
gonna
complete
be
your
the
training.
last video
You can set a route to any
until
destination
tomorrow,
by pulling up the
perhaps,
map
that I will
or
try to
using
create
Easy
another
Drive in the top
Animoji,
left of your screen.
because I'm just so lazy to create another Animoji for sleeping dogs, because I already tried to create that before and I just don't want to waste it as well, because it
To
is
start any
already
event, pull up to the start
recorded and
location and press
most
the
likely
button.
I never
Your
really
goal in a
play
rapid response
or
is to drive
continue
the
the
RCPD
progress,
route as quickly and
because I
cleanly as
obviously
possible.
already can play those games in different
Urgent 1030
consoles,
has been requested by a patrol
including
unit
my
on Green
3D
Pine Drive.
engine.
All units respond.
Rolling to support.
So the soundtrack is just pretty clear. I know if I try to reduce the volume all the way down, it's just almost like muted games. I just don't get it even with the lowest volume. Not sure whether I can successfully succeed bypassing the copyright, the sensitive copyright of YouTube.
Racers can cross your path at any
Now,
time
this
in
car
Oregon
was
County.
not really
To start a
as
pursuit,
modern
press the button to turn on the
as
lights, and the pursuit begins. If you hit a racer, or they hit you, the chase will
modern
also start.
Mercedes-Benz, but yeah, it still definitely feel like timeless. Maybe
To bust a
because
racer,
it's
chase them down and hit them
somehow
with your
pretty
vehicle
much
until they
like
crash
how
out.
we see
Or
the
use pursuit
BMW.
tech to bring them down once
Because
it becomes
yeah,
available.
the BMW 46 perhaps is E92 feels so timeless. Because yeah, BMW is also not really make a huge difference to their cars as well, so that's the reason why. But for this Mercedes-Benz, it still feels quite modern, maybe because you are basically have the same exact technology that we need. That's what modern Mercedes-Benz had in their cars, so that's the reason why. So yeah, it's
Control, I now have two speeding vehicles
physical
in my sight.
was most likely like the
I'm
boundary
gonna need
between
help.
the
I just lost contact with my
early
suspect.
2000s Mercedes-Benz, which is the W203,
I have eyes back up
and
1044. Re-engaging
yeah,
pursuit code.
When you bust a street racer, you will take
but
their speed
it
points.
still
The
looks
higher the
very
heat level of the racer,
different.
the more speed points you will earn. You can use these speed points to acquire and upgrade new pursuit tech back at the command post. Congratulations, you completed your
You can see
assignment.
some
Time to head back
similarities,
to the
but
command post.
yeah,
You can use the map or Easy Drive in the top left of the screen
maybe
to
it's
set a
not
route
as
directly to the
drastic
nearest command
change
post,
as
repair
the
shop, any event, or other players.
from W204 to W205, but yeah, it still look quite sick. So I've already succeeded all of the missions,
You
and for some
completed your
reason the
training.
next car
Welcome
that
to the
was unlocked
RCPD.
was
Now you can jump
not
into Redview
as
County.
good as the cars,
You've
because
completed your
it's just a
training.
Dodge
Now take
Charger.
a side
But for
and
some
take the fight to
reason
your
they
rivals.
tried to make it faster than the school cars. I just don't get it. So I decided to check the play as racer again, even though there is 2 minutes remaining, and I most likely don't really do anything about it. For some reason, the pop-off of online features just immediately happened, because Most likely, all of the online features of this very old generation console is already shut down quite a long time ago. There's 1 minute remaining. Just
Every man
already
has
very
his limit.
tired of holding the
Only way
phones.
to find it is to go past it.
This is
Racing
just
about
unnecessary
challenging the
intro.
boundaries of your fear, your nerves,
Just don't
and
get
your
it.
skill. It's about strapping yourself into a machine that's sole purpose is to convert gasoline into adrenaline. And once you've done it, you never crave anything else. It
Because
starts
most
here.
likely the real is not feels very real
It
because
starts now.
most likely the people who owns
And
supercars
down.
are most likely not gonna
It's
participate in street
starts
racing
here.
because they basically have a lot of money but still don't want to waste their cars. So yeah, they still try not to do any illegal things, obviously. Like some people that used to do an illegal street racing, the real ones in the real world, using modified cars for some reason. Just like how the Need for Speed Underground or even Fast and Furious try to tell, perhaps.